Okay.
Thank you.
Obviously they can't hear us now because the news is on. So there's nothing you want. Is there anything you want Donna to avoid asking you?
Not really.
No, you're an open book.
Fire
that's
away.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
I've got the answers up to speed.
And you've probably heard outside. You'll get the chance to give out your contact details a couple of times, hopefully during the show, and then it's basically just down to question and answer.
Yeah, I've also brought my cocktail stuff, so I'm going to make you a cocktail after if you're up for it.
Wow. You bought your cocktail stuff?
Yeah, I've got a few ingredients put together.
So what do? Do you go to people's houses?
Yeah, so I hold parties for, say, cocktail parties for people, mocktail parties, do like kids parties also. I do date nights, so I go around your house, teach you to make cocktails for an hour.
Oh, that's nice.
I also do mixology lessons, so like I do an hour's lesson, but it's like it's a really hard grafting lesson. You know, you've got to be mentally in it to sort of learn, and you've got to do your homework on it and things like that. But I do really special prices at the moment. I'm trying to get my business up and going.
Okay, we can't talk any prices.
No, of course not.
That's the only thing. But you've got a website, have you?
Yeah, I've got a website. Yeah, I've got cards.
What's your website?
www.mixinglink.co.uk.
And my daughter told me, she's in London, that the terminology mixologist is a bit defunct. She's going back to bartender, no? You haven't heard that?
I haven't heard that,
No?
but
Okay.
people do think like I'm a bartender, but I like to think myself as a mixologist because, you know, a normal bartender will only know the average behind a bar, whereas I know over 200 cocktails, and I also create my own.
Yeah.
So I've also got my own book, which I hope to publish within a couple of years or so.
Well done. Brilliant.
So yeah.
A lot of, I mean, for me, a lot of cooking is getting the right taste together. You know, there are some things that I go, no, you wouldn't mix that with.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess,
Yep.
really part of what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Similar thing. Yeah, I'm basically a chef, really. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
With alcohol.
with alcohol, pretty much. Yeah. But it's more of a passion for me. You know, I didn't plan on the journey it's taken me on. I've worked in building sites my whole life, and I went away on holiday.
You say your whole life. May I ask how old you are?
I'm 23 this year, so from the age of say 15, I was working on building sites.
My whole life at 23.
But I was doing it for 7 years, you know, and I've just gone self-employed now to pursue this. So,
That's brilliant. It's really
but in
good.
between that, I've worked in places like Greece and Sweden and all places around Europe. So,
So that's what you experienced.
How did you get into it?
well, this is the bit where it goes back to the film Cocktail. I went away on holiday with my brother.
How old were you?
I was 18, and I went to Greece and Rhodes, and I got friendly with this bar. They were like, "Oh, do you fancy a job here?" Just like promoting the club. I was like, "Yeah, I'm up for that." So they offered me the job. I just rang up my dad. I said, "Look, I'm not coming home." So I ended up staying out there for like 6 months, like working, like promoting the club and stuff. And I came back, and I gained up some money. Then went to bar school in London, stayed there for a month, got my diploma, and then I went back out to Greece. And then I was living out there for another 5 months. And I met a woman.
I knew that was going to come into the story.
I then moved to Sweden, worked out with her, lived in Sweden, and then we came back, lived in England, and then things went a bit pear-shaped, and then she left me. And then since then, I sort of took a year out of it, whereas this year I sort of thought, you know what, my passion is cocktails, this is what I'm good at, so I'm going to
Lovely.
get it sort of...
Yeah, very nice. And you've got a PR lady
PR lady?
who's doing your PR for you.
Yeah, Maria is doing bits and bobs. But I've done literally, my website I created myself as well.
Done. That's beautiful. Beautifully done.
But it's a work in progress, really. I literally made that in about 4 hours.
I have a contact for you after. I'll talk to you when we leave. I've got somebody who's asking for a mixologist.
Oh, cool.
He set up a gin company and he's starting events at his gin distillery and they want a mixologist.
Nice one, that sounds
It's a
good.
nice present to give someone. Really lovely.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And a great name as well, JD.
Yes.
Well,
Is that
I
really?
think you've had Vicky on the show before.
Vicky,
Victoria, well, Harvey she would have been, but she's now dance, she does tap fit.
what does she do? Tap fit.
Tap fit.
Oh, she may have been on Marlow FM, but I haven't interviewed her.
No, I know she came on here before, she said to me, she's been on Marlow. But yeah.
Right, we've got
set up
Yep.
30
30
inches from the
seconds,
mic.
guys.
Put the headphones on.
got
So
a few.
I'm just going to repeat some of what we've just spoken about, okay? So I'll introduce you and then we'll talk about how you became a mixologist and your story.
Yeah.
Right, things on. And that's Bruno Mars and Treasure. You're listening to Donna Thacker and Pauline Howe Davis. And yeah, we're having a lovely morning, chatting food, healthy food. And now we're going to be talking cocktails. But just before, I want to give you a quick update on weather. It's going to be highs of 14. And believe it or not, the sun is going to come out at some point. So we say. We will wait.
We will wait and see. It's not looking very promising at the moment.
So, good morning, Jay.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank
Sorry,
you.
you're Jay Dance. So
Yep.
tell our listeners who you are, or well, said who you are, but tell our listeners what you do for a living.
Well, I am a mixologist, so I have a passion for cocktails. I have my own business, been running since the start of this year. I hold cocktail parties, mocktail parties for children, date nights, mixology lessons. If you look to get into the mixology game, I can teach you to a high standard. And also give out gift vouchers, so if you're looking for a birthday present or Christmas presents in the future, then you
Fantastic.
can purchase them from me.
So how did you actually become a mixologist?
Well, from the age of 18, I went away on holiday with my brother to Greece, and I got friendly with a bar, and they offered me a job. So I ended up taking the job, stayed out there for 6 months, and yeah, I came back to England, then went to BES Bar School in London, studied for a month, got my diploma, went back
That's
out to
really
Greece.
quick, isn't it?
Yeah, a month. It's grueling,
Very intense.
very intense. You're sort of probably about 10 hours a day.
Do you have
know.
to study all drinks, so wine
Yeah,
included?
wine not so much, but champagnes,
Okay.
gins.
So anything that goes into a cocktail?
Anything that goes into a cocktail, yeah.
Okay.
But you.
And where was that you studied?
That was Watford by BAS Bar School. It's towards London.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the first ever bar school in Europe. That was 30 years it was open for. So.
Nice.
But yeah, it was really good. Yeah, studied there, and then I went back off to Greece. Started working for a place called Club Tokyo. They were a cocktail bar. Worked there for about 4 or 5 months, and then moved to Sweden with a girl that I met in Greece. So I lived out there in Sweden for a bit, working as well. Then moved back to England, and now decided to make my own company this year.
So what inspired you to become a mixologist?
I think it was the lifestyle that I saw people living when I was in Greece, and I just saw them, but you know, people working behind the bar and so much fun they were having, spinning bottles, and you know, it was just a very social job, and it just really intrigued me to sort of know more about it. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to go back to England after Greece, go to bar school and sort of get stuck in.
And you said a film inspired you.
Yeah, a
as well.
film, Cocktail. So if you've seen the film Cocktail,
Tom Cruise.
the Tom Cruise, that's the one. It's been very similar to that for the last 2 years.
At your age, you were lucky to pick up that film because
Yeah.
I suppose it's qualified as a classic. Right
Yeah, it's
now.
classic. Yeah, that was my mum who told me to watch that one after I worked for in Greece, so I watched it,
Brilliant.
and I was like, yeah, it's one of my favourite films now. So yeah,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you can do all the bottle spinning and all the
yeah, I can do
shaking
flaring and stuff like that. I'm work in progress with my flaring because it's one of those things.
Flaring.
So basically, just basically flipping bottles around, spinning them around, catching them on your hands, throwing.
Drop a lot.
I practice with plastic bottles to begin with, but
With liquid in them.
with
so-
liquid in them, so I get the right weight and balance.
Okay.
But when I'm working, yeah, I've got to use the real stuff, so I need to.
Ooh.
So it's sort of, you know, a good 3-4 hours at a time. You're sort of trying to perfect one movement, so you're not smashing like
Yeah,
a
so
60
it's a
quid
bit-
bottle of vodka
yeah.
or something.
And you look a bit daft. as well.
Yeah, exactly. People look at you like, yeah.
Fantastic. It really is an art, isn't it? I
Mhm.
think cocktails have come on so much over the last few years.
Yeah.
I mean, I went away recently and there was a mixologist in the bar, and it was fascinating watching him
hmm
because it was a real theatre sort of behind.
Yeah, it's
It was
entertainment.
real entertainment.
You know, you're putting on a show, so you need to sort of, you know, you can't just walk in somewhere think because you can make a few cocktails that you can do the job. It's not about that. You've got to entertain people at the same time.
Also, other things that he was doing, like he was on his own behind the bar, and it was a really busy bar, and he did 6 martini vodka. What's the word?
Vodka martinis?
Yes, and
Mhm.
sorry, not vodka martini,
No.
espresso martini.
Espresso.
Mm.
And he burnt the top of them. Have you?
Mhm.
Do you
What,
do
the
that?
coffee beans?
No, he actually burnt the foam on the top.
No,
This
I
is in
don't do
other
that.
countries.
With
So
the little burner bit.
yeah, and he said it makes it smooth and gets rid of the bubbles. So
Maybe.
It's-
I don't do
it's
it that
so
way.
fascinating.
I just garnish it with the coffee beans. So normally when you drink the drink, you get coffee bean between your two front teeth, and you suck the coffee beans through the drink, and you get a nicer flavour come through. But
I
yeah,
don't
it's-
know why they put the coffee beans on top. I thought it was just for decoration.
And I mentioned earlier that at the weekend they were talking that wine o'clock is going and cocktails are really coming in. So you're
Yeah.
hitting the scene at the right time.
Well, cocktails for the last, I think it's been about the last 3 years. They've gotten bigger. You know, in Marlow town, everyone's getting into cocktails, all the like Bar Rouge and all them sort of bars. London's just massive now for cocktails.
I went to a mixology lesson 2 hours at Archer Street in London. Have you ever been there? Like,
I haven't. No.
it was fun. Yeah, we did the espresso martini among others. We drank them afterwards. That was good.
Yeah, that's always the best bit.
Are you inventing your own?
Yep, I've got my own cocktails. I won't mention some of the names, but
Party time only.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I've got a few. I've got about 3 or 4 that I've invented. Everyone seems to like them.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I've got a book I hope to publish within a couple of years or so with the right person. So I've got like over 200 something cocktails invented inside the book. So I hope to
Yeah.
show people.
And is
what we
there a
can
sort of a grouping of mixologists? Do you get together and exchange ideas, or do you compete all the time?
There aren't many of you about.
No,
actually,
there's
are
not
there?
many in Maidenhead, to be honest. I've looked on the internet. I think I've seen about 5 maximum within Maidenhead area, including myself.
Well, that's pretty good, really. You don't want too much competition.
No, that's the good thing. Like, I haven't got a lot of competition to go against. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And how does it work? We won't talk prices, but I'm just curious. So, do people buy a package from you, and that covers the cost of the drinks, or they buy the drinks individually?
They won't buy the drinks individually. I tailor make the party for them. So I'll ask them how many people there are, for example, how many different cocktails they'd like. So I'd normally do it, say, 1 for each cocktail per head. So I end up, say, with 5 cocktails each.
Okay.
And then I work out the amount of alcohol to the person, then I price it up
Yeah.
per head.
Yeah.
So
they know what they're spending before.
So they know what they're spending beforehand, yeah.
Okay.
So I go and get all the alcohol.
And
I can
what
provide
about
everything.
people who don't drink alcohol?
I can do mocktails. Yeah, I'll do mocktails, do kids' parties as well. So if you've got like a young child that you want to do something completely different for, you can do a mocktail party for them.
Fantastic.
But yeah.
Do you use fresh fruit syrups?
Yep.
So you make all your own syrups?
Yep, I make everything myself. Everything. Sugar syrups, make myself melt down the sugar. Almond sugar, passion fruit. Literally everything is
And do you
freshly
use a lot of
made.
fruits in your
Yep.
cocktails?
Yeah, all the fruit that I use is fresh from the shop or from a market.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is just made
Oh, that's
fresh.
fantastic.
Nothing is, pre-bought from a packet
No,
or anything.
yeah.
They're getting the real
So you know
stuff when I'm
what's in
making
there.
it.
So people can look at your website, which is mixandlink.co.uk, and
Mhm.
look, 'cause it's really beautiful. You've got some really lovely pictures on there. And yeah, that's
Thank you.
great. All right, I think we'll have a track now. This is The Boys of Summer, and this is Don Henley.
Is there a tune from Cocktail?
Is there a what?
Love them.
Is there a tune from Cocktail?
Oh, I'm trying to
seem
think.
to
Of,
remember
so,
that.
there's loads of them. They're all
Should we
from.
Google it?
They're
Yeah,
all from
Google
like.
it.
It's in the 80s. The film, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like 88 or something.
Probably.
Yeah, it's a good film. That.
Tell me these songs. Wild Again, Powerful Stuff, Since
I do
When.
love that.
Don't
film,
worry,
actually.
be
Who was
happy.
the other guy who was in it? Brian.
What about
I'm not very good with names.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
the.
I see.
Yeah, this is the.
Saying that, we're going to go home tonight and watch the film now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Robbie
Great
McFerrin.
song.
This is a bit Tom Cruisey,
Yes.
isn't
Eagles.
Or is it no? It's Don Henley on his own.
Wild Again. By
it? Yes, Don Henley, I think. Spell.
Am I still on after this song?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
you're
right.
carrying on. Yeah, we've got you here till 12 o'clock now.
Oh, cool.
You're going to have to tell
Do
us
you
all
want
sorts
to,
of secrets.
Do you want to organise yourself with your drinks?
Yep.
Or
Do I making them out there.
Yeah, I don't know, what were you planning on doing?
Just making a drink for you each, French martini.
It would be nice if you could do it in here, wouldn't it? Because
Could I
then we
have a
could do a
mocktail?
comment.
Could you do it?
I haven't got anything that's non-alcoholic,
Okay.
We just won't drink.
but it's not strong.
Okay.
It's literally one shot of vodka and the other is like a liqueur, so it's very
Okay.
weak anyway. So
Okay, we don't have to drink the
No,
whole thing anyway.
no.
So.
you just taste it. You know, you don't have to
Yeah.
drink it all.
Lovely.
Yeah, or you could
Yeah.
just do one, that's fine.
Yeah, just one between you three.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want one on your own?
Yes, I'll have.
Yeah, you want a whole one.
Oh, no, not a whole one. Oh, no.
No?
Breakfast.
No, we'll share, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, no
it's just a
worries.
little slurp. Yeah, I'm not meant to be drinking sweets.
I'm afraid that. Oh,
To that wine, Le Petit Froglet it's called.
my goodness.
And it's, but if you look on the back of lots of bottles, it does give you the calorie content.
Does it?
So,
Which would frighten the life out of me.
I'm going to text you on time, so let me add you,
Actually, and then
and then I'll put it on text.
what's your surname? It's clever the way you've come up with these interviews. So you just sort of think about people and go on Facebook and put food specialists, maybe.
No, I've joined groups. So I've found these people from the Marlow Business
Right.
group, something like that. And there's hundreds of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just gradually working my way through. But I'm also on Twitter.
You're a nice lad, aren't you?
Very nice.
He's still got his Facebook on, he's probably recording us.
Petit Froglet, and that's M&S. But also, I found a website called Skin Booze, which I'm going to put on here as well.
Or can you send me the links when you get here?
Yeah. So Petit Froglet's a white and a rosé. It's a Sauvignon and a rosé. I'm not mad on Sauvignon, but it's actually really drinkable.
Yeah.
And then Skinny Booze is a website that do boxes of mixed and you can buy individual wines. But it's just made me really think about the wines out there and looking at calories
Yes.
and really understanding. Because I had, so almost 2 glasses of the wine that I had, this Petit Froglet was almost half the calories of normal wine that I've been
That is
drinking.
amazing.
So,
That is amazing. And it tasted okay.
yeah, it's really, really drinkable.
That is good. Right, I'm going to.
So lighter the wine, lower the calories. So I'll
Yeah.
send these calling as well. Can you ask him to do a bit of shaking in here? Or is it going to be too noisy, do you think?
It's just he hasn't got anything to put it down
Oh
on.
no, it's not. No.
Can't have him doing it near the desk, can we? We'll be in trouble. You could do it on the windowsill.
It'd probably be too noisy actually when you sit over it. It might hurt people's eardrums.
Right, so.
Skinny Booze website. And I'm going to send you the Lash Lady.
And it's. What's your surname, Donna?
Thacker.
Okay.
TH. And that was John. Sorry, Don Haley of the Boys of Summer. I've got to put my teeth in this morning. Struggling.
You actually had this cocktail.
I know. How very exciting on a Monday. I'm literally going to have a sniff and a tiny sip.
Yeah, just enough to
Just to have
get
a
the
taste.
idea.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel quite sorry for Joe because he's now hidden away in the kitchen shaking ice and
I
all
know.
sorts of things on our
we
behalf.
decided it would be a bit too noisy on air. It might hurt your ears.
And we're not allowed really to have anything near the desk that's liquid, are we? So
No.
better be careful.
Yeah.
Especially because I think he's got his Facebook link to us now, so
Oh,
better not
do
do
be careful what we say.
Yeah.
Could get ourselves into trouble.
I think I mean, we were talking earlier about cocktails having quite a lot of sugar in them, but it's all in moderation, isn't it? Really, have a bit of fun, but don't do it too much.
I think that's the way to live life, really, isn't it?
And from what Jay's saying, I mean, he puts good ingredients in. It's not like he's using some pre-prepared syrup. Let me go and clean your hand.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh,
Oh, listen.
hold on, I'm coming.
It's very exciting. Sorry,
Bit of drink.
on-air tastings aren't really great for the listeners, but I enjoy them, so...
Oh, look at that.
Oh, how beautiful! So there must be lots and lots of different glasses that you use for your cocktails.
Yep. So These are large V glasses.
Large V's.
Large
So this
V's.
is the beautiful sort of.
Yeah, these are like large martini
Martini
glasses.
glasses.
So these are about 200, 250 ml each.
Okay.
Then you have the smaller V's, which are for normal martinis, gins and vodkas,
Okay.
which are about 150 ml. So you get less ingredients in it because you literally only put 2 shots of gin or vodka in those.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of glassware.
And do you have your own glassware, or do you
Yeah.
hire it?
No, a lot of places do hire
Okay.
of the other mixology groups, but I purchase all my own, so I provide all the glassware
So you
myself.
can go along with the alcohol, with the glasses,
Mhm.
and all your mixers and fruit and
Yep.
everything else ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
And
Yeah,
then you leave at the end and take
Mhm.
everything back with you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
So what is this that I'm holding here?
This is a French martini.
Okay, describe it to us. Tell us what's
So
in it.
this is vodka, Chambord, and pineapple. Just 3 basic ingredients, shaken, garnished with a raspberry on top.
What's Chambord?
Chambord's a raspberry liqueur from France.
Okay, I've heard of it. I just didn't know what it was.
Smells.
It's,
I can
it's,
smell it. It's amazing.
it's literally, Chambord's only been becoming big in the last year or so. Before that, people weren't really looking at it as much. Whereas
Okay.
now it's been used in
It's
a
like
lot more
Aperol,
places.
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
exactly
sort of-
that.
They're making comebacks.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
I love a Campari.
My mum's a Campari
I
woman.
love.
I'm
like
not
that
a massive
too.
fan of it,
I
but
like the bitter flavours
Mm,
of it. I think
the
it's
grapefruit.
lovely. Yeah, it's just
Campari and orange was my
Have you-
favourite drink for a very long time.
Campari and orange isn't bad. It's quite nice
Yeah.
actually.
I've
Yeah.
never had it with orange.
Oh, it's lovely.
I always
Fresh
had it with
orange.
soda.
May I take a sip of
Yeah.
this?
Go ahead.
Slap
I'm
away.
asking Donna really.
Go on, carry on. I can smell it. It's absolutely amazing.
You like that one?
Very nice.
Is it very sweet?
It is sweet, but it's got a tang to it.
Mm.
Shall I pass it across?
Yes, do. Please. Carry on talking amongst yourselves.
As long as you like it, it's all right.
I think part of the whole thing with cocktails is that they look so lovely as well,
Mm,
don't they? And you
yeah.
feel, well, I'm speaking as a woman, I feel very elegant when I'm
Mhm.
drinking a cocktail.
Yeah,
As
definitely.
long as I've got my fingers with me.
It's,
my
pres-
fingers
it's
out.
presenting it well as well.
Yummy.
Yeah,
That's
presentation.
not too sweet, either.
No? You like it, yeah?
That's
very
really
Good.
nice. What's nice about it, it really doesn't have that intense sugar flavour. You can
Yeah.
taste the pineapple,
hmm
you can taste the raspberry, but it's not that. I mean,
It's
some
a refreshing
cocktails
drink.
are so full of sugar.
Mm.
So, and we were talking before about the
Yeah, I heard.
evils of sugar. So yeah, so you can actually have fairly healthy cocktails. can't
Yep.
you?
There is one that I know. It's only about 50 calories or so. It's
what's
I
that?
literally I can't say the name of it again. It's the one that was in Greece when I invented it. Again, well, I didn't really invent it as
Oh,
such,
it's one of yours.
but it's a drink that I like to drink, but no one really thought of it as such. But it's so basic. I literally just get a whole lime in a highball 10-ounce glass, muddle a whole lime up, and you still got about, I'll say,
When you
30,
say
30
muddle,
yeah,
that's bashing
muddle
it
in
with
it, so
wooden-
bashing it all out with all the skins and
With
everything.
the wooden,
Yep.
wooden muddler.
That's the one.
Could you do that in just like a mini mixer? Because it sounds like hard work to muddle
Mm,
it all up.
it's
like
not
that.
hard
No, 'cause
work.
you don't want
It's
the
not hard
skin in it,
work.
really,
Nah.
do you?
Yeah, you want the skin. You want
Yeah,
to
but
keep.
you
You want to
don't
keep
want it-
everything.
But you don't want it to be sort of broken up into pieces.
No, it won't be broken. It'll. You still have the whole lime sort of
Okay.
to it, and
It'll
then
just be crushed.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then literally just that top up with ice for the top, then just soda and a vodka or gin. So it's about 50 calories a drink. But that's what I used to drink when I was in Greece.
So it's-
So
It's
you
a
keep
bit
weight
like
off.
a skinny bitch, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't want to say that name.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that must be quite sharp then.
Not really. It's really refreshing. Really,
Okay, nice
you can
cool
drink it all night. That's what I drink if I go out,
Okay.
and like not many people know it's a cocktail really.
So that's a much better option than a great big glass of fattening wine, isn't it? As well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I'm not mad on spirits. That's my problem. I probably don't mind them so much in a cocktail, but I
I was
just.
going to say vodka's a very bland
Yeah, it's
liquor.
it's very bland, but it's the base of most
Takes-
cocktails.
Yes, it takes flavour very
Yeah.
well, doesn't it? It
Mm.
doesn't.
Do you find that a lot more people are drinking mocktails now and foregoing alcohol?
I think cocktails is always going to be bigger than a mocktail, to be honest. But mocktails is coming in more in fashion now. A lot more people are drinking them. because people can still, in the daytime, people can go out to a bar or,
And still have
a
really good
pub
drink.
lunch or something
Yeah.
with their children as well, playing in the park, and even their kids can have a mocktail now.
Yeah.
So they can still, the kids feel like they're adults when they're drinking a mocktail also, so they sort of feel like they're in the in crowd, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, and that's really.
And the designated driver can
And
have a mocktail.
yeah, exactly.
Which is
Exactly.
always good. It's always good.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to bear that alternative in mind, don't you?
You do.
Right, I'm going to play a little track now, and this is from the film Cocktail, and this is Bobby McFerrin, and Don't Worry, Be Happy. And the one's
I
going
remember this. This has got to be about 1990.
Yeah.
I remember.
time ago.
I remember. Yeah. Great song.
I've got the whole list up here. It's wild again, powerful stuff.
What year was it?
I don't know what year it was. I'll Google it if you like.
I'm definitely going to watch it when I go home now. I just have to. It's such a classic. Great. I can't believe where this studio is though. It's just like,
I know.
it's like in nowhere,
Well, it's a
isn't
bit
it?
random,
I
isn't
know.
it?
I was walking around. I was walking up there when I come in. And a woman come out, and she says, "It's Marlow Studios here." She goes, "No, I think it's around the corner." I was like, "Oh." It's like a maze.
Yeah.
You don't really expect it to be around, all this sort
Well,
of stuff.
when Marlow FM started, obviously Cross was a big issue,
Mhm.
and Longreach is a not-for-profit, and they were building up from having been a scout camp, basically, into a really big operation. And this actually was the gents' toilets,
Oh, wow.
so we suffered from that for a while.
That smelled a bit.
But they've done
Eliminated it now.
Yeah, the guys who set the studio, the station up, have done a fantastic job. So
Yeah, it's all right.
we just have to raise quite a lot of money each year to keep it going.
Yeah, I bet.
And we volunteer, but then we have to muck in with the fundraising as well.
How long's it been here for, Marlow FM?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. Oh, so it's not
Well,
old.
it's got its 6th birthday coming up, hasn't it?
Yeah, 6th birthday next week. So I don't know if I've been here about that long. I think.
Have you been here from the start?
Yeah.
Yeah? You enjoy
It's
it?
lucky because, well, it's only 2.5 hours on a Monday morning. We both love food and drink,
Mm.
and Donna's amazing at getting guests in. So we always have interesting people to talk to. And
Do you do it every Monday? I do the Welcome to the Weekend.
You have
I do-
weekends, do you?
Yeah.
I do the Welcome to a Weekend on a Friday
Yeah.
art
Mm.
show once a month with Serena.
Yeah, we're all
With a
split
couple of
into
things.
different shows at different times. I do everyone except the first one in the month, which is a different show altogether. The Good News Show, I think it's called.
Right.
And then Donna dips out one other in the month, and I do it with a guy called Jay, and he's much more into the earth than the fine dining. So we
Right.
talk about allotments and
Oh,
Is this,
right,
is this
okay.
show
Cooking
more?
over
Yeah, is this show more
Yeah.
like food and drink and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Is it?
yeah.
Oh,
Anything
This is all-
to do. Yeah.
Right, so we have got half an hour with songs interspersed. What would you like to talk about? Anything in particular?
Let's see what I've got on my notes. You can talk about my aims and goals
Yeah, I was just going to say the future.
for
here
the
was one.
future. Then you can talk about my social media side as well, maybe.
Right.
My social media side of
Okay.
Mixing Link, maybe.
Any interesting anecdotes you've got?
Any?
Like little stories, gossip.
Um,
Talking about here.
only literally the ones when I was working away, really. And like I
Oh
say,
yeah, that's good stuff.
Have you made cocktails for anyone famous?
famous Swedish people. Alesso. He's a DJ, but he's massive
Alesso?
within Europe.
Okay.
Made one for him. He came into our bar, so he was probably the biggest.
And that's Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy, and that was from the film Cocktail, which was your inspiration to become a mixologist. Gosh, where did you find that film?
My mum. Yeah, my mum
So
said.
you like the
Yeah.
cocktails first, and she said, you've got to watch this.
Yeah, pretty much. My mum loves cocktails as well, so
Oh.
yeah, she was the one who said, "Yeah, you got to watch this film." So
Yeah. it's
Brian Brown, that's who the other guy was.
Brian Brown.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you said you're going to watch it again this afternoon.
Yeah, 100%.
great.
It's
Oh,
definitely
how
going to
many
be
times
watching
have
it.
you seen Hundreds.
12, 13 maybe. I've watched it like 3 times in a row.
Lovely.
I got obsessed with it.
So, have you got any stories of anyone, or have you served a famous person your cocktails?
Yeah, when I worked in Greece, I served a few famous Swedish people, Alesso being one, a famous DJ. There's been a lot of famous people within Scandinavia when I was working in Greece, that being programs like Paradise Hotel and Big Brother and things like that, who all worked on the bar street. So they'd all, you'd all meet them and go to their bars, have drinks with them and stuff like that. So yeah, I've met a lot of Scandinavian famous people, but not famous, massively famous within, UK or surrounding areas around
Well, that
Europe.
could be your future here.
Could be.
Making cocktails for the rich and famous. So
Well,
what are your goals?
My goals, well, within, this year, I just want to be a well-known mixologist around Maidenhead and Berkshire and Buckinghamshire.
Build your reputation.
To build my reputation up. And then within, say, 5 to 10 years, I hope to own my own bar school and teach people
Wow.
with the side business going, holding parties and events for people. And then within, say, 15 to 20, I want to open up my own bar in London or Vegas and hopefully make it a franchise and keep building on it. And I want to be known as a global brand. That's my ultimate goal, is to be known around the world for Mixing Link. So I've got big goals.
You've got big dreams.
Yeah, Mixing Link, exactly.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But I do believe in myself that I will get there.
I'm sure
100%.
you will.
It's such a passion to me, and I literally work on my business from the start of the morning, 6 a.m. so I go to bed at night at 10. I will not stop until I've reached my goal at the end of each day.
Like for you?
So,
Run us through a day.
I wake up at 6 a.m. I'll go on social media, sort of scan through it, and then I'll note down what I want to post within Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. So that would take me a good 2-3 hours of just writing stuff down. Then I'll do a sort of like website scan, thinking ways I can improve my website, and then I'll organise with people doing photo shoots and things like this, and upcoming events, what I can do for them, other things that I can expand on within my business, which I'm looking. I've got a few things up my sleeve which are branching out to make, sort of do more events within other things, obviously, to do with it. So, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm thinking
A lot
of.
of planning.
A lot of
Just
planning.
like you,
Have
I'd
you-
like to-
But it's non-stop.
Have
It
you
is
approached
non-stop.
any of the bars in Marlow and said that I could, do an evening and
I haven't approached them in person yet, which after here I'm actually going to go into Marlow and actually approach a few people. I've emailed some of them, but some people over emails they'll never
Yeah.
get back. So
Or knock on
always
doors.
approach within person and introduce yourself. You always get yourself known better also. So yeah.
What's your can you give us your social media? So Facebook, you're Mixing Link.
Yeah, Facebook is @MixingLink.
Okay. Twitter
Twitter is mixing_link, and Instagram is mixinglinkowner, and my website is www.mixinglink.co.uk.
Okay. Right. I've already liked you on Twitter.
Oh, she's a wonderful Twitterer.
Okay. And I'm just going on to Instagram, which I don't actually use a lot, but I'm using a whole lot more.
I kind of use Instagram more than Twitter these days.
Twitter, this is my newest one. I was on Facebook first with it, then we went to Instagram, and then Twitter I've just got onto. So my followers aren't as high on my Twitter side, but that's building up. I'm going to start maybe within a month or so to get a YouTube channel put up.
So you like
So-
doing videos, don't you?
Yep. Well, I'm going to start doing flaring videos. So that's why I
So
want to get a
flaring,
YouTube channel.
explain to
So
us.
tricks with bottles and things
Okay.
like that. So that would be put onto my YouTube channel. And I'm going to do like fast edit videos of how to make certain drinks and so on my YouTube channels.
Excellent.
Try and build up a sort of base within YouTube as well. So
People really do go to YouTube if they want to do something. That's a great
Yeah.
medium for you, I think, isn't it?
well, YouTube's the original. That got a lot of people known, and the amount of people that become famous and built up businesses just from videoing themselves. It's such a, it's
But
just one of those
you've got to
ones.
have something there, haven't you? I mean, it's
Mm.
same with everything. You've just got to catch it with the right flair. And
Yeah, definitely. You got to. It's taking people's eye like from the go.
Yeah.
You've got to just put yourself there. Don't shy away from certain things, and just do it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
too many people think, about the what ifs and it won't work, or you just got to think, do you know what? You just got to do it. You just got to go out there, put yourself on a plate, put yourself in the deep end. It's scary, knowing that tomorrow you might not make any money, or you might not make any money for a month, but you just got to put yourself out there and just go for it. Because if you don't, you're never going to get that chance. And whilst you're young enough, like I'm 22, so I've got plenty of life ahead of me. But by the time, if I start now, by the time I'm 30, going to 40, I could have a very successful business. I can imagine it.
Can you imagine being 40?
Well, I hope I'm still as handsome, but...
Well, if as long as you watch your sugar intake, you will be. And your alcohol intake, actually. Yeah.
Well...
Now, do you actually drink very much yourself? Or
I haven't drank for the last 5 weeks. I've been trying to lay off it. I've been going to the gym a lot, so I'm just trying to lay off alcohol, such I put on weight really easily. So, I used to be 16 stone. I dropped down to 11 within a space of about a year, just from exercising and eating healthier.
Eating healthy. And
you should have talked to Janet, our previous guest. She'd have loved you.
That's brilliant. Yeah, it's so.
So that's why you. That's why you. Sorry to interrupt, but that's why you got into the vodka with the crushed.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I was working in Greece, we were drinking every night for 6 months, and you just saw the change in people within their weight and everything. I was just like, I can't be doing this.
No,
so
it's horrific.
It's not good. It's not healthy, and you want to live a long, healthy life.
Yeah,
You've got
exactly.
a lot of things you're going to be doing. So
Yeah, 100%. I want to be wake up in the morning, not with a hangover. So
exactly.
I try to sort of, if I do drink, I drink to,
Excellent.
minimal. Yeah, reasonable.
Right, we're going to have some Black Eyed Peas, and this is Where Is the Love?
Drink water.
Do you know, whereabouts in Maidenhead are you?
St Mark's.
Oh, I know, yes, okay.
St Mark's Hospital.
So if you come back down to the bridge over the river, there's that big new development being done there? Loads of posh houses.
Yep.
They're going to have a big restaurant there?
Right, okay.
So you need to keep
approach
around.
there.
Where?
Right on the river. Where Skittles used to be, basically.
Are they?
It's not a big restaurant.
What's it going to be?
No idea. It's definitely going to be there.
It's very
definitely worth approaching.
Yeah.
Well, anything like I've approached.
The whole thing about that estate, I call it an estate, development, is expensive houses. I mean, the people that are coming in there are going to be looking for a lot more in Maidenhead than they're going to be able to find. It's Maidenhead's not my favourite place in the world, even though I live there. And they are doing a massive regeneration scheme.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, at the moment, there are no. I mean, I have a lodger who comes to stay and works in the middle of Maidenhead. I mean, I said to him, well, I want to come into the middle of Maidenhead at night, and that would be that.
Yeah, Maidenhead, for nightlife and stuff, and in general, it's nothing.
No life.
Maidenhead town's not very good. The nightlife is bad, but hopefully with this upcoming thing, hopefully it will pick up. Because exactly, I know when my mum and dad used to talk, they used to go, they used to go to Skindles or whatever. But apparently used to be like celebrities go there and all sorts. Apparently it used to be buzzing, and they used to be all around Maidenhead. It used to be a really good place.
It was the offshoot of a big club in London. I can't remember the name of it. But the guy bought it out to Skindles, and I can just about remember the name of it. And many, I'm probably older than you.
But it's silly, I'm only 5'2", I'm greatly fit.
Yeah,
you would actually.
There's nothing like it, so you need to.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Definitely.
I live in Maidenhead Rowing Club, so I mean, you can approach them.
I've approached like polo clubs and places like that, tennis clubs and all that sort of stuff, but I need to go in there in person to introduce myself and what I'm about. So.
One of my daughter's friends does the polo at Guards in Ascot. I'll mention it to her. She can probably tap away if you've got to. It's very difficult. I was saying earlier with Janet, I've had experiences with youngsters who have gotten into real problems with alcohol. And it's so difficult. You've got to strike that balance whenever you're talking about alcohol between enjoying but not
Overdoing.
indulging.
We've all been there, where we've overindulged. And
Oh, right, yeah.
it's just one of those
It's
things you
unfortunate that
learn.
some people haven't got the barriers that
Mm.
I mean, personally, I've got an inbuilt
No.
barrier now that says.
It's because, you know, when you turn 18, like,
Come
people
home.
think they're
come
free.
home, that's
You know, they
all
can
right.
finally drink and they can go out and go to bars and things like that. So people tend to drink too, you know, too much because they can now. Whereas, you know, their parents can't really do anything about it.
157
So, but as you get, you know, from the age of 18 to 20 and then after that, you sort of mature a bit and you realise you don't need...
And that's a black eyed peas, where is the love? You're listening to Donna and Pauline, and we've only got 20 minutes left of the show. As ever, it's flown by. Who seems to on Monday morning, isn't it?
Do you have siblings?
Yes, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Oh, wow.
Five
So,
of you.
5 of us. My mum and dad were very busy.
Close?
Yes, we're all very close. My oldest sister lives in Qatar, so she flies the royal family and stuff in Qatar. And I've got a sister who works in Windsor in Starbucks. I've got an older brother who's a year older than me, who's got his own building company. And then I've got a younger brother who's 2 years younger than me, who's an electrician, an apprentice. So
Fantastic, so quite
All
an
busy.
ambitious family.
yeah, all very busy, all very ambitious. Like my brother went on his own this year as well, so we both took the jump now. So
Are your parents self-employed?
yeah, my dad's got his own building company with his 2 brothers. He's one of 5 as well, my dad. So they've got their own building company, dance building. So
That's
yeah,
Jodie.
Jody Dance, that's my uncle.
Tell him I've got a bone to pick with him.
He's probably listening on the radio now.
So it's
Well,
such
this
a
is
small
Pauline
world.
from River Road. Lovely guy, lovely guy. And I've heard him recommended recently. So.
Yeah, he's
That's
dance
great.
building is very recommended.
So growing up, were
company.
you very close as a family? Would you sit down for dinner lots? And
Yeah, always. We never, even still to this day, like, I live at my family's house, my sister and my little brother does, and you know, every night we always sit down
to
together.
eat together.
It's always been the way.
Yeah.
Like if my brother comes around and has dinner, we never go in the front room and sit and eat off our laps.
No.
It's always at the table eating together.
That's really lovely, isn't it? I think it really is so important because it really does keep everyone
Yeah, definitely.
together.
There's a sort of magic, I think, happens when you sit round a table.
Mm.
Because occasionally you'll sit down with somebody opposite you, it's just the 2 of you, and you haven't got a plan for a conversation, but it just happens.
Talk. You
It
just
just happens.
Well, it's either that or sit in silence.
Well,
Mm.
yeah,
And that can't happen with
no,
seven.
that can't happen.
Not really.
But I just think it is magic that you all sit down, and then that's the opportunity for everybody to, if they've got something to offload, they can offload
It's
it.
supportive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think when you're
Mm.
in that environment, I'm just such an advocate of it. We don't often get to do it in the week because we've got different sort of things happening.
Mm.
But always on a Sunday, that's our time that we all sit down. Everyone has to be home at 7:30, and we sit down and we eat together.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Is your mum the
good
cook?
chat.
Or your mum?
My mum's the cook. Yeah, my mum is a very, 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 very good cook.
Is she?
Yeah, whenever I get invited out for dinner, I'm like, no, I've got to stay at home and go eat my mum's food.
So
So
what types of things would your mum cook?
everything, like, it's different every week, every day.
Is she
She's always doing something.
adventurous?
They're very adventurous. Yeah,
Okay.
she'll cook
So it would be
different curries, different like jerk chicken. She'll literally just take something random and make it. She's very good. She always makes like cakes and like so.
Oh,
Going
that
back to all
sounds
that sugar
amazing.
stuff, on the last one. Yeah, my mum's complete opposite. She likes to feed people.
Yeah, she's a feeder.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
A feeder and a nurturer.
Well, that's why I used to be 16 stone.
Yeah.
So,
You're not blaming your mum, I hope.
well, she's got something to do with it, I think. And my nan, when she was alive, she used to feed me. Yeah.
Has your mum been supportive of your weight loss?
Yeah.
So she didn't try and keep
Yeah.
you your cake?
Well, I sort of, when I lost my weight, I just got sick and tired of being overweight, really.
Yeah.
I just wanted, I wanted to go out and be confident within with my clothes and everything like that. I
Yeah.
couldn't fit into like a medium t-shirt, whereas now I fit into like a small or a medium.
Yeah.
So, sort
It
of
does
as
boost your confidence,
it does.
doesn't it? Yeah.
As soon as you start losing a bit, you're like, wow, I actually feel good. You start eating a bit better, and yeah. So I've dropped about 4 stone in about 7-8 months.
And
Like,
that was a
literally.
recent drop, was it?
That was from the age of 18. I dropped
Okay.
from 18 to, actually no, 17. I say to 18. I dropped, yeah.
That's
4 stone.
incredible. And you
But-
never ever go back to that?
I'll never go back. I go gym now 6 days a week. keep it up, eat
Your
healthy.
girlfriend?
I did.
It's back on the market. Guys.
I am back on the market, yeah.
But look what she's got to live up to. A mum who's a fantastic cook. That's daunting.
Well,
Break her in, Jack.
that's the first question I always ask women. I was like, can you cook? Because,
If you
like,
can't,
it's
you
nothing
can't.
against anyone,
Not
but
a chance.
I love someone that can cook me some good food.
Yeah,
That's the way to my heart. I love food, so
yeah, that's brilliant. Well, so you've got food and drink all wrapped up.
Do you cook
Yeah.
yourself?
I try. My dad
Try
always takes the mick out of me because I don't try hard enough when I cook. And
That's
you
because
know,
you've got your mum to do it for you.
exactly.
Oh.
But I always go for the quick and easy option if I do cook. So I just cook like beef on toast or something. So something just so easy and quick. Because I like to be in and out. Like, in and out. So
Busy,
I go
yeah,
home, I
you're
go
busy
gym, and then I
working.
do something else. I'm always.
When you're at home and working, where do you work from?
I work from my bedroom mostly because it's just peace and quiet.
Yeah.
I literally just sit down myself 4 hours at a time and just sort of just making notes and just sort of, just getting my brain going and
Yeah.
sort of
So do
get
you
stuck
have
in.
regular weekly events happening, or
Yeah,
is it
so
a bit more sporadic?
it can be random all the time. So like this Thursday, I've got another radio interview. I don't know if I can mention
Who are you going on?
High Wycombe Sound.
Oh,
Wycombe
Oh,
Sound.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm going on with them on Thursday.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not as good as ours. But
And then I've got a date night that evening to do for someone. I've got a baby shower coming up I'm going to be doing.
That's lovely.
Um,
That's lovely.
there's all sorts of things that happen in a week. Every day I try to do some sort of event advert for something completely different.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's always different stuff going on.
Always. got
Always.
something happening. That's good. It's good to be busy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing the baby showers and things like that because you're meeting a lot of different people at one time, and it's all very close because they're all very close friends and they're family
It's
of
a
the
really
people.
nice atmosphere.
So you go into their house and everyone's really nice. It's a really happy moment.
Yes.
A new baby's been coming into the world. So
Yeah.
You know,
And it's
everyone's
lovely.
really
you're,
sort
You're
of-
never going to be dealing with miserable people, are you?
no, exactly. I don't like miserable people. So
No. And all you're going to do is make them happier.
yeah, exactly.
By
Making cocktails.
Or teach them how to make their own beautiful cocktails.
Exactly that.
All right. I think we'll have another track, and this is For Young Thing by Michael Jackson.
So just remind me of your Instagram
Right.
name.
Mixing Link owner.
Okay. So.
It's so hard to get all the same names for
Yeah.
Mixing Link because they're all taken. I don't know, a glass of water.
Sweet, isn't it?
Really sweet.
I do know his uncle. I've got the spiral staircase in my house.
Yeah.
Well, his uncle put it in for me. And I tell you, I was just thinking about your uncle. I was just saying to Donna, I've got a spiral staircase in my house that Jodie put in for me.
All right.
And
Jodie put it in.
I was only sitting yesterday looking through my window to the front, which is covered in speckles. Because the bloody guy who did the cutting the steel did it right in front of my window and embedded all the... And Jodie kept on saying, he said, I'll replace it for you, Pauline, I'll replace it. Never did. Never mind, it's part of the story of the house.
Are you texting Jodie now? Texting Jodie now, listen
I'm
in.
looking for an
We're
email
talking
for
about you.
actually, because one of my neighbours asked me to join something called Next Door,
Right.
and so obviously there's a Maidenhead group.
hmm
So I don't know if you want to look it up and see.
Yeah, definitely. I'll 100% look it up.
And there's another one, which I'm not sure will be appropriate. It's called the Maidenhead Gossip Girls.
Yeah, I've heard about that
That
one.
one.
There's a lot of women on that
friend
one,
of
I've
mine's
heard.
on it, I'm not. But yeah, look up Next Door.
Next Door.
I think it's a national one, but it's divided into groups.
What, it's
Is
not
this an app or is this an actual
No, it's
Facebook
just a
page?
link. It's
Oh, right.
it's some sort of group.
I love this,
But obviously they do it through email as well as Facebook.
I've been watching it. We watched it last night.
Mm.
It's amazing.
Facebook's the easiest one to get across. Everyone's got it. So, Twitter, I used it when I was younger and I just went off it. But it's a good way, again, it's another bit of social media side, so you can still, it's good for business again.
The only thing is that
Tell you who
say
else.
somebody like me who isn't bothered about something on Facebook, I look at Facebook to catch up on my daughter and my son quite easily.
To find out who it
Yeah.
is.
And they only include me when they want
I've
to.
got his
So So you're not going to get to me because I'm not going to look for you.
Yeah,
I'm not going to have
anyway,
links to anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Three tracks.
The older generation may not be.
There is a an artist.
Unfortunately, we can often be the ones with the money.
knows how to play.
So you
Yeah,
need to get
yeah,
to her.
that's true. I do try and, like with my posts and stuff on Facebook, I boost them. So you pay money to boost the post. So
Yeah.
it's not just your friends that see it, it's people from the surrounding area.
Absolutely
So it's
amazing.
an advert again.
Yeah. But there are not.
But it should reach people like you
Yeah.
who don't have me as a friend or anything. It should come as an
I very
advert.
much doubt you would. I think you're going to have to, for me, you would have to go through things like the Taplow group. There's a village, because I'm classed as Taplow because I'm the other side of the river. You know, these sort of neighbourhood group things.
Yeah.
That,
I can't remember his name.
and I was thinking about the rowing club, the Maidenhead Rowing Club. I mean, you could put on an evening there.
It's worth a look, definitely.
So just get onto their website and have a look at it.
20 seconds, guys.
Here we go. What are we doing?
That's Pretty Young Thing by Michael Jackson. We're coming up to the end of the show, just 10 minutes left. We've been chatting to Jade Dance, which is such a cool name. Talking about mixologing and cocktails and family and food. So you've got a busy year ahead of you.
Very busy, yeah. It's just, at the moment, just taking bookings for everything and organising it all for a month, because I have to take bookings like 3 weeks in advance
Yes.
to get all the ingredients together before I go to do the parties and
How long does it take
so on.
to prep for a party?
To price something up, because I try and find the best prices for my customers. You know, I try and get the cheapest price for them. So it could take me 3 hours just to price something up,
Wow.
and then to prep everything, I will go out and go to a fruit market or so on, and go and get the freshest ingredients for them. So that will happen a couple of days before, a day before, so it's all still fresh. I'll go and get the alcohol a week or two before, and I'll organise like people to work for me who wants to
Do you go to
be.
a special stockist for alcohol?
I'm a member of like Majestic Wines and places like that, but I've spoken to a few companies around Maidenhead that sell alcohol, and
Do you get trade prices?
I have deals with them if
Yeah.
I buy a certain amount,
Okay.
so I can get it for cheaper. But all my alcohol and stuff I normally do as I try and do it as trade price for people, especially for friends and stuff. I normally do parties for free for friends,
That's
and so
very
just to
generous,
get a
isn't
bit about and
it?
show
You just
them what I
want
can
to
do.
build your
Yeah,
reputation.
exactly. I'm not looking to make money at the moment. I'm looking to just get my name around so people know who I am and what I can do.
I see on your website there's a competition. Once a week there will be a competition prize draw on the Mixing Link Facebook page.
hmm
The money off vouchers, which can be spent on date nights and mixology, following and sharing. So you, as you say, you're giving things away.
Giving things away, yeah.
Yeah.
Give away like
Yeah.
£20, £30, sometimes
Yeah.
even £50 worth of a lesson or a date night.
Yeah.
Um,
the lessons.
Lessons and date nights, it's all money off for.
So when you give a lesson, do you go to somebody's house
Yep.
to do that?
I go to someone's house, I set up a bar for them,
Yeah.
and then they make drinks. I sort of give them a cocktail list, and
Yeah.
I'll guide them through it, how to do. So I'll go and use like watercolourings first of all in bottles. So they're used to picking up certain bottles with colours, so it's just in their brain they recognise what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, then they will make the alcohol drink. So that they're getting used to
Yeah,
do
you're
it.
not throwing stuff
Exactly.
away,
So because they'll be making in my lessons, 20 to 30 of the same drink at
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be using alcohol, you've been using a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
So it's sort of building up their confidence with what they're doing first of all,
Yeah.
and then go ahead, make me a drink,
Oh.
and then I'll do like tests and stuff for them. So they're sort of still using their brain, and it's getting stuck in. Because that's the main thing I want to do to
Actually,
people.
one thing I had wanted to ask you was the taste. Do you feel that you've got a particular talent for taste?
Definitely, 100%.
Ah.
With my cocktails, if you probably notice yourselves, you go to a cocktail bar, most drinks are over-strengthened by alcohol.
Yeah,
all the
that's very
time,
true.
all the
That
time.
is very true.
And I found out when I make my drinks, you don't really need any more than 2 shots of alcohol per drink.
No.
'Cause
no,
If
it's
you
too
put any
much
more than
otherwise.
2,
Yeah.
like
You're
most
missing
bars will go and
things.
put 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Like when people make a Long Island iced tea or something,
Yeah.
it contains 5 alcohols.
That's-
So people
yeah,
are normally
it's
putting
reasonable.
5 shots in. You don't need that. Put half shots.
Yeah.
Just do half,
It's
half,
too
half,
much,
half.
isn't it?
and then we're topping up with Coke anyway, so you're going to be diluting that. You won't get that strength come through.
Do you know, we've come to the end of the show. It's gone so
It's been
quickly.
good.
Can
Thank you for having
me.
me.
Your website one more time.
Yeah, it's mixinglink.co.uk.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
That's great
And
fun.
come back again. Just very quickly, there is a competition by the Thoughtful Producer. They're the part of the Cobus Farm Group, and they sell lovely chickens. If you go onto their Facebook page, you can win a pair of tickets for Pub in the Park by liking and sharing their page. So that's the Thoughtful Producer. Just have a look, like their page, and share it. And a pair of tickets could be yours. Thank you very much, Jay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Donna.
Great to have you, Vanessa, and we'll see you. Well,
Be here.
we'll be back with you next week, actually,
I
Pauline and I.
all being well.
All being well, yeah, baby. So, okay, right, we're going to say goodbye now, and this is Beyonce and a little bit of Love on Top. Have a great week, everyone, and Andy will be up with you next. Well done.
That was good.
Do you remember
No, I'm still searching. Right. Do you remember the Italian soul singer, Pauline, that Alessandro told us about from Sapporo?